So for today's video, we're going to go deep into the Mines of Moria and find ourselves some goblins and then play a deck with them in it. It's been a long time since I played goblins as an archetype, so I figured we would dust it off. We're going to go ahead and jump right into the games. This is essentially like a mono green version. I'm running 3 Archer's Gambits mostly because they work really well with some of the lethal creatures this deck is running to get rid of pesky guards. There has been some versions I've run that also includes Orc Clan Captain, but I wanted the 100% proc rate for Nimble Ally, so that's the way this list is currently structured. Well, this won't go well. So right out of the gate, we get matched up against Scout. We can only assume it's going to be one of those very nasty, pesky, icky Scouts. Also, just as a heads up, kind of sorry about the rather large gaps in content lately. I'm still going through that process of buying a house and selling my current one. I'm on to house number 5 that I'm trying to buy, but I'm far enough in the process now that I think I'm going to do it. Oh, it appears I may very well be wrong. It seems that I very well may be wrong.
Chaos take you.
I think we're actually gonna... So if we wait to ping that, then we can pair it with the Pawnbroker, draw a 0 cost. So I actually think we're just going to develop Guide here, because then that also means that when we draw the 0 cost, we'll get 2 copies of it. So, yeah. Hopefully I'm far enough along now that things won't fall through this time for this house. Also trying to sell my house. Things have come up during that process that has required me to
just give me an A.
do work on my house.
Doing business.
Ooh, we have to make a decision. I think we actually just ping this one because this guard's going to end up in front of the other one. So like tomorrow, I've got a roofing contractor coming to do some work. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Had to do some work on my water heater today. Like everything's just been chaos. So
that's the key.
My business is none of theirs.
Take you.
we're going all in on this. If we top deck a Goblin Skirmisher this next turn, it would be so fantastic. Especially if both of these survived a hit. Like, that would be such a massive tempo swing. Oh, wow. Okay. Curious to see if he... Yep, he does. Now, is he going to get rid of a Skulk here? Nope. Just pulls damage off the board. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go find ourselves some Gobos.
My business is none of theirs.
And... we'll save this and just kind of diversify. I think we play those because, again, if we do top deck a Skirmisher, then we kind of just win. Yeah, or we can just force the concede because we flooded the board. So that looked like a weird Slay Scout. Right? We saw Falkreath Defiler, the 2-drop with Slay. We're going to mark that down as playing against Slay Scout and go on to another game. Yeah, that's another thing. That's why I'm still not Legend rank, because it turns out doing all that house stuff eats up my time. Alright, so that was a really good example of like what Goblins can do. Now let's show you a bad one. I've been playing a couple of games so far tonight, Oh, never mind. He changed decks. Earlier when I played against him, he was on a like Redoran control deck. I think I love House Kinsman here, but I think we send both of these back to try to find 2 drops.
Citizen.
Tempted to be really greedy, but
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever.
alright. So in case you're wondering, this cost reduction stays. It's not like you're pigeonholed into playing that the first turn. Developing this, I think, is more important right out of the gate because we want to find our 0 costs.
I have no fear of you,
Oh,
cowardly
God.
skeever.
Oh, it
I'll
hurts!
take you.
Alright, let's do it that way. He's just gonna go full face here anyway, and we're gonna take a ton. But we need to be able to contest that,
Trolls
and
take
then
you.
develop a Kinsman and maybe get some health back. So any charge creature and or item means we take a
Trolls
ton
take
here.
you.
We sadly don't have any like lethal creatures to pair. Well, we want to find another Gobbo though, that's for sure. If we use Gambit, this can trade into this and kill this. It's just a question of, do I think that I can outrace him? I don't know. Let's play this and then play our Pawnbroker and see what we get.
Have business with House Halalu.
We might be able to race him. It's going to be pretty difficult. Six takes him to 20, but gives him 2 cards and potential prophecies. But if he continues going face and doesn't kill us, we'd have 2, 4, 6, 10 with only a Cliff Racer. And that's even still turns away. So I do not think that we attempt the race here.
The longer the odds, the sweeter the victory.
So this will definitely make this trade. It's a shame that we can't develop that slightly better. But the Kinsman is pretty mandatory, I think, here.
They cannot hope to outwit me.
Curious to see if he takes this value trade or pushes face. If he has like a Sower of Revenge, he pushes face.
Too late for you.
Yeah.
Do you not fear me, mortal?
Yep.
You should.
I don't like being right, but sometimes I'm right. So we can at least clear, but we're going to be so low that we basically just lose anyway. He had a far more aggressive start than we did, sadly. Which is so funny because if we had like Murkwater Witch to deal with the double Relentless Raider earlier, we'd be fine. But now we're stuck clawing.
All too soon.
I mean, we have to do it, so we might as well get this out of the way.
My business is none of theirs.
And I think we just go ahead and see what we can find. We're a little bit short on the old health gain, though. Probably should have just pushed a ton of stuff face there, to be honest. We definitely do it this turn, because he's already going to have a million cards anyway. So that is most certainly a sign that we are going face here, and hope for no prophecies fighting us. Alright. So we are going to go ahead and play our ally.
Ifra stands with me.
And pull this off and hope that he does not have a way to do 7 burst to us. Hope he does not have a way to do 7 burst. And I know that kind of sounds silly, but it's entirely reasonable with warriors, especially aggressive warriors. Between chargers and weapons, Vigilante and 2 steel scimitars could work, for example. He's already running Dagoth Dagger, so I can only assume that he's also running scimitars and more daggers.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
Do you not fear me, mortal?
Yep.
You should.
It's going to be a close game, I think. A close game. Well, no way around it. Might as well do that. See what we draw.
You bet on the wrong side.
Holy cow. This was a good game.
It has been
This was a good game. I don't know how we pulled that one out, but we did it! Yeah, so Goblins, it's an aggressive deck that sometimes you have to play as control if people have much better starts than you. Yeah, lots of fun. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may you walk on warm sands.